Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar. Time for some more Madden 17 and KWAME CHEDDARS. So far, the Oakland Raiders are undefeated, and that's really all because of KWAME CHEDDARS. The games that I've had so far have been phenomenal. You know, we're talking 300-400 yards passing, and I think in the last episode I was able to get over 100 yards rushing. That's awesome, and I hope to be able to keep it up here as we take on the Atlanta Falcons. So we start the game off here, of course, at the 20-yard line, just rolling out to the right, trying to see if I can do some good stuff on the ground right there. Able to pick up 12 yards, which I hope I can keep that average up. That would be sweet. Every time that I run the ball, I get a first down. That would be sweet. All right, going out to the left here a little bit on a play action, able to get it to Holmes, who makes the catch. And another first down. So a great rush to start things off, a great pass. This should be sweet all around here for the Oakland Raiders. And, of course, KWAME CHEDDARS too. You know, if I can definitely keep this up, you know, we're looking at Rookie of the Year, maybe even MVP type of stuff. Just a little toss to the outside. Murray not really able to pick up too much of anything on there at all. Just a 1-yard pickup. Going with a screen pass over to the right. Look at that. Man, everything seems to be working today here for KWAME CHEDDARS. You know, this is awesome. You know, I've had a lot of fun actually going ahead and doing this particular series. I remember some that I had done in the past. You know, Flint Beastwood, that was a sweet one. Teddy Crocker was another good one too. And so, like, coming back to this after a while, you know, I'm having a ton of fun with this. And I'm really glad that I did end up going back to this here too, because I was kind of on the fence. Dang it, wrong call on that zone read there. But no, I'll admit I was a little hesitant to be able to come back to this after, you know, a couple years, but hey, it's definitely worth it. Plus, I just love being able to say KWAME CHEDDARS. I mean, that to be a sweet. Nice. Just being able to wait on that pass was what allowed me to be able to get the big pickup on that one. It seemed like Cooper definitely had a speed advantage right there that able to take advantage of. Now just going forward. Oh, man. Stopped cold right there. All right, we're going to go ahead and try it again. There we go. Finally get the touchdown. So we got a rushing TD for KWAME CHEDDARS. Of course, and I don't think I'm the only person who does this, but whenever you're playing a particular series where you're playing as the same player, you will sacrifice the stats of everybody else just to make yourself look really good. So in normal situations, I would not have gone ahead and gone with a little QB sneak right there. I just would have given it to my fullback probably. But that's okay. Jeez, Rivera breaks 1-2 tackles and finally gets taken down. Injury timeout there, but fortunately, it's not going to be anybody on the Raiders, which is good for me, but dang. See what I mean? This is great. I know, like, of course, the more that we end up playing here, and as well as we've been doing, you know, as a team, that's really going to make the confidence of the offense go up, and of course, that's going to make everybody better. Lots of room in front of me, no blocks yet again. That's ended up being one of the most frustrating things of this particular series, is when I go for those types of runs, nobody in front of me ends up blocking. I would have so many more yards if people would just block. Anyway, wide open hole. Yeah, I'll go for it. Another rushing touchdown here for KWAME CHEDDARS. That's going to make our lead 14-0 here with 10 minutes and 33 seconds left to go in the second quarter. In zone. Yes, Crabtree. Oh, nice. Man, that was sweet. Flag on the play, though. Let's see what this one is. Dang it. Really? I think I was... Yeah, no, that one was right. Okay, deep pass to Crabtree, makes the catch, and as long as Lewis doesn't catch up with him, touchdown. So you know what? That penalty might have been like a little bit of a blessing in disguise because I get more passing yards out of that TD pass. Anyway, another great play here for me to be able to just run the ball, pick up about 11 on that one. You can see 44 yards now on 7 rushes. 2 of those rushes were less than a yard. Actually, 3 of them were. So if you count all the terrible ones, I'm like averaging 11 yards, which is great. Ooh, that one was close to being intercepted, but that was the first incomplete pass that I have had all game. And I think that stat, more than anything, really goes to show just how good of a job KWAME CHEDDARS is doing and the Oakland Raiders wide receivers. I mean, just making those catches. I've done, I think, a pretty good job not throwing in traffic in most cases, but still, it's been good that they've been able to, like, hold on to the ball at times that are really, really important. And I know a lot of the passes that I have not been for a tremendous amount of yards. I think that one to Crabtree that we saw earlier was, hands down the longest pass of the game, but most other ones have, not come close to that. Anyway, 2nd and 7 here. 6:50 left to go in the first half. Rolling out to the left. Oh, that one would have been amazing if that one was caught. I've got pretty good stats when it comes to passing while on the run, but obviously there's a lot more I'm going to be able to do. Dang! Reese just plowing over everybody, too. We've seen some dominant running just from anybody who makes a catch. All right, Rivera just standing there, open, able to get a good pickup right there. 2nd and 3. We're pretty close to that end zone here. Yeah, I'm going to go with it again, too. Untouched, into the end zone, just running up the middle. I don't do that too often, just because I know a lot of big hits can happen if I keep running up the middle like that. Holmes with the catch. A little bit of a challenging throw right there. But I was looking to him because I know a goal of mine was to be able to get him a catch right there. So that helps him out. That helps me out. Oh, my gosh. So lucky I am as quick as I am. See, no block right there. I would have picked up another 5 yards at least with that one. Anyway, I'll have to deal with it. I will have to adjust. Okay, going to be looking for Murray right here on the left side. Now, man, that would have been sweet if I would have gotten to him, but, I was feeling some pressure coming over from that left side, so that forced me out to the right. It's okay, because I'm still looking pretty good right here. All right, getting some time. Rivera again wide open. A lot of passes we've gotten to him today, but I really think it just goes to show just how open he's been these few times. Another screen pass. Murray making a sweet move and getting into the end zone. Man, this first half of the game has just been all Oakland. 35-7 is the score now with 1:30 left to go. Yes, I'm going to try and go for it here. So lucky that one was not intercepted. A lot of times when it does get knocked up in the air, you're looking at an interception more than likely from the AI. Ooh, sacked. Probably could have got that away a little bit quicker. Yeah, that one's on me, but 3rd and 16. Just handing it to Reese does not end up going anywhere. Atlanta's go ahead and call timeout. So that's just really going to be it here for the half for me, to be honest, because all I do is just kind of run the ball at that point. Really kind of want to skip over it. As you can see, we are here in the second half. I have decided to opt at in my settings that if I do end up winning the coin toss, I want to kick. I do like being able to start off the second half and possibly getting, oh, I got that one off. Having the possibility of getting 2 quick drives for points. I had a couple open receivers right there that I probably could have gotten who would be able to get up a lot of yards. But right now, the goal that I've got, you can see 94 yards here for KWAME CHEDDARS. I want to get that century mark. For me, that's a goal now to be able to get on a regular basis. I mean, I don't think there's any way KWAME CHEDDARS is not going to get MVP if I keep up these type of passing stats and also rushing stats to go along with it. So, for me, it's important to do it. I'm going to look for opportunities here. Play action yet again. Man, I should have looked downfield. X was wide open right there. This is probably the toughest thing actually about doing this type of commentary is like I go back and I watch it. I'm like, oh man, I was so focused on picking up those yards on the ground to get over the century mark that I just completely ignored what was happening downfield. Again, this kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier. It's all about your player. I don't really care too much about the team here. Oh man, that one was terrible too. Guaranteed touchdown. Well, whatever. It's okay. See, we get it anyway. It just took me a little bit longer to do it. Reese with that catch. That play has just worked so well for me this entire season. And actually, in some of the plays that I've been doing with the Super Bowl, again, a lot of open receivers downfield. There's not as many times here that I've kind of noticed now that KWAME CHEDDARS is really taking off that they're not leaving somebody to spy on KWAME CHEDDARS. See, that was actually a rough play. I remember this one very well when I was actually playing it. I called an audible to a run, and I didn't know that it was going to be a zone read. Oh, well. See, I got to get 3 rushes here on this drive. Just we kind of want to run down the clock. Deep throw, just forcing it at that point. I didn't want to go ahead and take the sack. Yes, I could have gone ahead and thrown it away. But when you're up 42-13, or at least when I'm up 42-13, I don't want to go ahead and just throw it away. I want to try for those big passes because what am I going to lose at this point? Again with the play action, getting it to Holmes, who makes the catch, breaks a couple tackles, and gets a great pickup after he makes that catch. 323 yards passing now for KWAME CHEDDARS as we're in the fourth quarter. Yes, I'm going to be trying to run the clock down as much as I can. Murray not really getting anywhere at all. That's one of those plays that's tough because it's like, oh, come on, AI. You could have done better. All right, Reese open. I love throwing to Reese. You know, most of the time, he's got solid hands, and he's going to plow through people. Now I hand it off to him. Just a great run up the middle. I think fullback is one of those positions I might utilize more than most. Maybe it's because, you know, I'm a Nebraska fan. We love our fullbacks. We love our running game. But it seems to work out pretty well. And that's one of the reasons why I keep going to it. Another injury timeout right there. So we're playing some physical football here too, even on offense. Still running the ball. That was, what, 47 yards, I think, for him. So, oh, wide open. That makes up for the last one, where I ended up running that same play in the other direction. Murray was wide open. All right, 49-13. My gosh. Well, maybe we're not even done yet. Still got 5 minutes left to go. Yeah, I'm letting time run down a little bit. I'm going to be handing the ball off the entire time. What's interesting is that Atlanta is really not making any adjustments to stop the run. You can see with the way that they're lining up on defense, they're just leaving the middle wide open for me to get these types of runs. Another injury for Atlanta. Dang. All right. Oh, now they got 2 linebackers there. But still able to get a sweet run right here for, what was that? That was definitely more than 10 yards. I don't think it was quite 15 there, though. All right, just a little over 330. Another great pickup. You know, if he keeps going like this, he might end up getting 100 yards rushing as well. Halu's in, only picks up 1 there on 3rd and 2. Now we get it to Reese. Gosh, just that force forward. It's hard to stop somebody with that type of momentum. All right, so at this point, we've got a flag on the play. We'll see if it's holding or if it's like face masking. I mean, it was pretty close to the end. Ah, it's face mask. All right, that's going to put me even closer. We've got 6 yards left. Do I want to get the touchdown? Do I want to give it to somebody else here? Oh, no! Oh, man. If that was just a fraction of the second later, I would have gotten a touchdown. No problem at all. Oh, seriously? That's what I get. That's what I get. Trying to force something. You know, I'm up by a ton, and I'm trying to go for a touchdown. Okay, lesson learned. Still a great win and a great game, though, for KWAME CHEDDARS in this one, as Oakland does end up beating Atlanta 49-13. Thanks for watching, everybody. I sure do appreciate it. More of this to come later on, so make sure you guys subscribe if you have not already. Remember, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great jazz. But you guys are phenomenal people. You really are. Thank you again for watching. As always, you guys, I hope you have a good one.